Hello, today we'll do a review on this, the Doctor Who magazine issue 449 of the 25th of July 2012. It has UK £4.50 and US dollars 8.9, which is obviously $9 altogether. So it says BBC, Ice Wars versus Yeti, which foe should return next? Win a Troughton Classic on DVD, The Croton. So, Doctor D. Who magazine, all of time and space, every 4 weeks. Winner of the 2012 Eagle Award for the best British comic book. So, Genesis of Dalek, all 12 drafts of the Christopher Eccleston Classic uncovered into the future. The first at the 2013 series plus all the latest news. So, You're Hired, the casting director explains how judge star quality, comic strip mayhem, action adventure for the Doctor and Amy. So, somebody that I used to know. So how much does Doctor Who really change every 7 years? We grow up with the Doctor in 49 up. So here's the front, and then here's the spine. Doctor D. Who magazine 449, 49 up, Andy Pryor, Chris Chibnall, DVD subtitles, Dalek, and the Cornucopia Caper Part 2. So there's no point in being grown up if you can't be childish sometimes. BBC, yes. Well, the fourth Doctor says that in Robot. I know he does. So the new show is by Garth or Girth, Sit, Nix, and Sean Williams. Let's open this up, shall we? We've seen that already before. So, Doctor D. Who, and then the Crimson Hand, Doctor Who, the Crimson Handy comic strip, also available there. The comic strip there. So, first it says DWM 449. So, I don't think Stephen expected to bring River back. Alex Kinks is very loyal to the show. She's willing to push things to make dates work. That's it. Letter from the editor and obviously Tom Spilsbury. And you got production notes from writer Chris Chibnall, script writer Chris Chibnall. So this issue, Chris Chibnall tells us about his 2 new scripts, The Doctor, Amy and Rory. So I stare out of the window to make look writerly, but what I'm actually thinking is that's brilliant. How are we going to do that? Chris Chibnall. So, Gallifrey, DW Guardian, the news and Doctor Universe. So, star names line up to join the new series. That's Matt Smith and Jenna Coleman on the location for the first adventure together. So, Liam Cunningham and David Warner. So, you got this issue, footage found of the lost episodes, Lost Stories at Light Invasion of Earth, 2150 AD. BAFTA for Moffat, and Aliens in colour, like the Ambassador of Death in colour, I think, DVD. And then you've got Matt Smith carries the Olympic torch. So Matt Smith had the honour of carrying the Olympic flame through Cardiff in May. And then Stephen Moffat wins a special BAFTA. That's really cool. So then you've got the Doctor and Sherlock, Sherlock star Benedict Cumberbatch, and Matt Smith presented Stephen with his award. And then Blue Peter's script to screen Good as Gold. So the Doctor meets an Olympic torch bearer in Good as Gold. The third, the 24th May edition of Beauty Children's Magazine programme. That's it, Blue Peter. And then, so Dark Eyes introduced an 8th Doctor companion. So Ambassadors in colour. So that's from monochrome on the VHS release to this, it gives a thumbs up. Or the thumbs up, that's it. So Ruth Bailey, Bradley, and Paul McGann, aka Molly and the Doctor. That's an audio adventure. So you got JT Calgan signing, Sonic shows, and look, Doctor Who Adventures. Doctor Who Adventures issue 275 takes you to previous regenerations. Doctor Who Adventures 275. The last ones have Doctor Dido in the front. So, Beyond the TARDIS. So Dominic May tells what the great and good side of Doctor Who away from the series. So Jenna Louise comment in the pink in the room at the top. That's it. And you got that Regeneration Swansea Convention again, 22nd to 23rd of September 2012. Critical Game Regeneration. So Classic Doctor's brand new adventure. So Doctor the Companion Chronicles Series 7. So the Time Museum, the Uncertainty Principle, and then Project Nirvana or Nirvana, I don't know. And then Galaxy Forum says the previous issue up there, of course. So the Knights of Jaffa or Jaffa, more fact, the fiction for a very special night in France is your letters. So DW texting message from your mobile. So Doctor Who Are by Baxter. So Casey Manning, Louise Jameson, Janet Fielding about the BBC Television Centre. So in my day, we only had an afternoon to rehearse, a dressing room at the size of a broom cupboard, and if you forget your lines, you had to kiss John Levin. What? Like if you had it easy, we'd only had an hour to rehearse. You had to share the room cupboard with the cast of Grange Hill. We had missed our marks. Graham Williams would have beat us the rod of Rassilon. There's nothing we had to make up our lines. We filmed them. We had to get the chance inside of the Dalek. But if it made any mistakes at all, they'd write Adric back into the script. Oh, and just like the Simon stomping, la la la, conga, cyber conga, and then RCWM. So Doctor in Disguise and the Rebos Operation. That's what you see in the Doctor Who annual 1980 cover from the Rebos Operation. So you got Galaxy Forum. So alter ego Tom Baker searching it up there. So then more NJN pledge, and then Farmageddon 71 5 Doctors, and then Collectomania 18 Doctors. That's it. And then Matt Smith Olympic Torch. That's it. Matt Smith have that. And on this month, 10 years ago, so it's June 2002, and indeed I am 390 plays tribute to one of the Doctor Who Star Wars. Goodbye JNT, like John Nathan Turner, the producer. Like John Nathan Turner dies. Oh no, he did. I know he died. So the premier Doctor Who store, so the Who shops at TV and Film Museum. So signings at the Who shop. So Saturday the 7th of July, it's Gilbert one, which is Tara or Thara, and then Richard Irison was Axos or Axis. That's it. 100 limited edition prints. Michael Troughton, and then Sophie Aldred A signing on the 4th of August. That's really nice. And then exclusive coming soon, Captain Jack bathrobe, and then like K9 Adventures and T-shirts and Out of This World and Target book from the past. That's really nice. It's like what the Who shop looks like down there, 3941 Barking Road, Upton Park, London. So it's actually still at that location today, of course, in that address. So 49 Up, The Growing Pains of Doctor Who, featured by John Morris. So Doctor Who's attempt to appeal for multiple demographics and capitalise the popular trends. More stuff. So Saturday nights were responsibilities. Basil, Tom, Bruce, Ronnie, and the other Ronnie. Or is it Base or Basil? I don't know. Basil. So Doctor Who no longer looked the best the BBC could do. So by about the 80s, I think that looks like, is it? And then, oh look at this. Like Doctor Who starring Tom Baker and Revenge of the Cybermen. Look at that. An 80s style. 35 up, more stuff. And look at this. Like Doctor Who was back and it was big. 42 up. Like so, like BBC One Doctor Who Saturdays at 7 PM. That's it. So Doctor Who is a virtual shorthand for everything that is great and beloved about the BBC. And then a picture of the 11th Doctor's TARDIS there. That's really cool. So now you've got like countdown to 50, so echoes from the past. So you got this issue, series 20, 1983. So the show reaches its 20th year and harks its back to its beginning, while the Doctor welcomes his assassin aboard the TARDIS. So myth makers Christopher Bailey writer. So you've got memorable moments. So the Bond is not complete, isn't it? Arc of Infinity Part 4. Entertainment, children half price, step this way and please spectacle of a lifetime. So that's like Snake Dance Part 3. It's no good, Doctor, like Mordred Undead Part 4. And then Enlightenment was not the diamond, Enlightenment was the choice. Like Enlightenment Part 4, that is, of course. So star performance Mark Strickson as Turlo. The lack of monsters makes it more anniversary season that might have been. It takes us back how it all began. And then you've got the Doctor meets Chameleon in the King's Demons. And then You're Hired. It's been instrumental in casting every Doctor Who since 2005, and now that Who's Assigned will be the next series. So Dido meets the casting director Andy Pryor. It was clear that Andrew Garfield and Kerry Milligan were going somewhere. We grabbed them while we could. Like Christopher Eccleston was the first Doctor to be cast by Andy, so followed by David Tennant a year later. Like Andrew Garfield in Daleks in Manhattan, and then Kerry Milligan in Blink. Or was it Kerry or Kerry Milligan? That's it. One job we can feed and into another. Next year we have Jessica Raine and lead from Call the Midwife. And Stargazing, some more guest stars. That's really cool. And now you got Who Won, so special offer. And obviously 2013 annual due in August. That's really cool. And then classic figure sets, Resurrect the Dalek set and Destiny the Dalek set, A3 posters, Bump and Go Cybermat, Sonic Screwdriver mug, T-shirts, it's everything. Like, and now you got a comic strip called the Cornucopia Caper Part 2. I don't quite know if I'm pronouncing that correctly though, but whatever. It's still a comic strip. Like really interesting aliens usual, like Doctor Who has. Is that the end? No, I don't think it is just yet. Right, next, Last Woman Standing. Last Woman Standing's next. So, Sci-Fi Collector. So you've got TARDIS Teapot, Canine Statuette, and like classic figure sets. That's really cool. Like classic action figure sets. New signed prints or stamps. Supreme Dalek Beach Tower, brand new design approximate. And then the Masters 4-watch metal replica and jackets up there, replicas. And now you got Infomania, so could it be possible to have too much information about Doctor Who? Well, of course not. Just ask the team behind the popular DVD production subtitles. So it's like the studio lights up at the Doctor Who glint reflecting the glass in the shot. The ship of state is political metaphor proposed by the Plato Republic written about in 360 BC. That's like the subtitles there. Sarah Jane Discovery was just a lucky accident, or we kept it secret so that people could stumble across it unknowingly. Okay, so that's really cool. It's like subtitle in the episode about what's going on. That's really nice. So you got Galaxy 4, like Galaxy 4 Sheffield. So you got like signed there Sarah Sutton and Claire Clifford on the 21st of July 2012, noon 2 p.m. So, and look, there's that Dalek, the red Dalek talking soft toy, the plush toy, the red Dalek drone. Galaxy 4, like on the merchandising, and Pandorica, 14th of July 2012. So William Russell, Fraser Hines, for Wanda Vietnam, Georgina Hale, David John Pope, and Gilbert Wyland. That's like guests that are going to their convention, I think. So Doctor Who has reinvented many iconic monsters in recent years. So who should be next to return? Ice Warriors or Yeti? Well, the Ice Warriors return in Series 7, of course. I know they do. So like episode 718, 719, The Impossible Planet, the Satan Pit, Devil in Disguise. Like Devil in Disguise for the episodes. And now you got the best of 2011. Okay, like in a survey. So favourite colour is DWM 400 for Elizabeth Sladen. And then like the fact of fiction on Dalek. So Dalek was broadcast 30th of April 2005. Welcome death, but I'm glad that that before I die, I met a human who was not afraid. So that's really, really cool. Like on fact of fiction on Dalek. Where else have I seen? Like Genesis of Dalek. That's writer Robert Shearman, I think. Like Robert Shearman wrote Dalek. Yes. Like Absence of the Dalek. So Draft 6 features a sphere of the instead of Dalek. So there's more stuff on the script. Evolution of Dalek. Like different drafts, I think. And then trouble with these Daleks is that they're too darn thick. Witnesses them as trolling them across a gang of glassy-eyed aliens, getting a comprehensive kicking. So Graham Kibblewhite reviews Death to the Daleks. So the DWM review on Death to the Daleks DVD. There's like something down there. Like Death to the Daleks. And coming soon, the Crotons on DVD. More stuff coming soon, I think. And then subscribe to Doctor Who magazine. Subscribers don't have DW directly to your door. Say at £14. Don't forget your copy. So subscribe and get up to 3 issues for free. That's it. And obviously deals down there. That's really nice. Crossword. And then Woucher. Like obviously about the Watcher there, I think. So next month, issue 450. So everything about Patrick is doctory. All the elements are right. Matt Smith. So a conversation across time. So we are only different aspects of the same character, Patrick Troughton. So don't miss the next bumper, 100-page issue of Dr. Dido Who magazine. Dido and 450 of W.H. Smith News Agent and Comic Shop for the 26th of July 2012. Price for it, just £5. That's it. So yeah, that's it for this video, guys. I hope you guys enjoy it. Make sure to consider like, subscribe, and I'll see you guys very soon. Bye.